Good day, everybody. Welcome back to It's a Small Vlog, and it's that time of year again. We are back at Universal Studios for Halloween Horror Nights 2024. In case you missed last year's video, I went a lot later last year in October. We're here pretty early in early September, and last year was actually my first time at the event. I had never been before. I'd always been scared to go, and I really enjoyed myself. I had a great time. In fact, I have my Dueling Dragon shirt on that I got last year, and it holds a very special place in my heart because it was the very first house that I went in, and we're back this year. I don't really have a plan for tonight. We're gonna walk through the scare zones. We're gonna go see the new Nightmare Fuel show. We're gonna go in some of the houses. I don't know which ones yet. I'll keep you updated along the way. We'll try some food. We're just gonna enjoy the ambiance. It's just gonna be a very fun, chill night. The weather has been kind of spotty lately, as you can see, but I guess the dark clouds kind of just add to the Halloween ambiance. Without further ado, I hope that you enjoy this video, and let's get started. Halloween Horror Nights 2024. Walking into the studios, you can see that they have 4 of the 10 houses listed. We have Eternal Bloodlines and Ghostbusters over here, and then on this side we have A Quiet Place and Insidious. I will tell you right now, these two for me are a big no. These two though, I'm considering, so I'll keep you updated. We made it, and honestly, I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm hoping that the gray clouds might keep the crowds away. All right, we are officially in, and just because it's immediately to the left when you walk in the park, let's take a look at some of the merchandise this year. So this is some of the little Boo merchandise that they have every year. He's kind of like Universal's Halloween mascot. He's just like a made-up character, but he's really cool. Just have a few little trinkets over here. You know, I really got to give it to Universal with their merchandising. This isn't even the tribute store, and look how elaborate this already is. I mean, come on. Universal does such a great job. Got some t-shirts. We have some water bottles, or I guess these are tumblers. Another t-shirt. Backpacks. More t-shirts, a couple other little things. Just giving you guys a brief overview. Insidious is definitely the main house that they're advertising this year. I've heard it's the scariest one. Probably won't be going in that one, but who knows. Cool merchandise though, look at this. All right, I think I know what the first house is gonna be. Ghostbusters. Let's go get this over with. So don't ask me how, but I was somehow able to manage to get Express Pass for the whole night, so that's cool. Again, I'm not going in every house, but we're able to bypass all these people, which is nice. And I think Ghostbusters is sitting at like a 15-minute wait. Honestly, that's not awful, but yeah, so this is gonna be the first house for 2024. There are a few others that I have in mind that I might do, but we're gonna get to that. Obviously, I'm nervous. My heart is pounding right now, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna have fun. I love Ghostbusters, so I feel obligated to do this one. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye. All right, well, I did it. That was a good house to start with, actually. That one wasn't too bad. Again, like I said it last year, I'm gonna say it again. What I appreciate so much about this event is that every single house, all 10 of them, every single year, they're brand new. And they're all just so well done. Just the scenes and the sets and just everything is just so well done, especially in that house. It was just great. There weren't like a ton of jump scares. There were a few that kind of got me. It's just a house that's a lot of fun, not super duper scary. So if you're looking for like maybe like a introductory kind of house, that one might be a good bet for you. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Glad I went in that one. Not really sure I'm headed to next, but I'll keep you guys updated. Might walk through a few scare zones on our way to wherever I'm going. All right, well, I didn't even walk through a scare zone. I think I skipped one unintentionally, but we're going to the second house already. This is over at Fast and Furious. and this is called Major Sweets Candy Factory. How scary can that be? It's a candy factory, right? Can't be that scary. Hopefully. I don't know. Guess we'll see.
A few moments later.
Sorry about that. The house let us right out into the Blumhouse scare zone. That was a fun house. It was actually a little bit scarier than I thought it was. Do not be deceived by, you know, what it's themed around. Just because it's themed around candy doesn't mean it ain't scary. It smells really, really cool in there. Like, it's very sensory. Not just smell though, by sound, because there's a lot of times in that house where you think something's gonna pop out at you, but it's just all the noise around you. Like, there's a lot of, I think it's called 4D audio, but there's a lot of that's happening all over the place in that house. So sometimes you'll get spooked and you think something's gonna pop out at you, but it's really just the noise. I guess that can be found in just about every house, but that one had it especially. But it was a fun one, very creative, very well themed, and quite the sensory experience in both smell and sound. So this is what I'm most excited for this year. Nightmare Fuel Nocturnal Circus, which I heard is even better than last year. And I loved last year's show. Last year's show was amazing. So they have an 8 o'clock, a 9:30, an 11, and a 12:30. It is currently 7:50. So the 8 o'clock starts in 10 minutes. I don't think that we're gonna make this one. We might make the 9:30. I'll keep you updated. So we might make it into the 8 o'clock because I guess whatever pass I have gets us VIP viewing locations for this. So I'll let you know. I'm sorry, the past 2 hours have just been boom, 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 boom. In 2 hours, I've done Nightmare Fuel and 2 houses. So that's the beauty of this express pass that I have. Yeah, we were able to get in. We had great seats. Obviously, I couldn't record. I couldn't do that last year, so I couldn't record. I love that show so much. For me, that is the highlight of HHN. It is so, again, just like the houses, it's so well done, and it is new every single year. I will say, I do think I did like last year's show just a little bit better. I think I liked the acts in it a little bit better last year, but this year has a lot more fire, which is really, really, really cool. And it's cool because when you think the show is gonna end, it doesn't. It keeps going for a little bit as well. So I do think I like last year's show a little better, but it's still so great. It has even more fire and pyrotechnics in it this year, which is really awesome. And it's like a circus theme as well. So Nightmare Fuel, very, very good. And as per usual, because it's right here, I think this is what I did last year, we're gonna go check out Diagon Alley because there's some Death Eaters walking around, and maybe I'll be able to you know, get some actual good footage of them this time. I love Diagon Alley. I love Diagon Alley. It's so good. I love this land. Fantastic. Just look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. The Death Eaters, so cool. They're so cool. I see you, Death Eater. Hello. Look at this. Walking again through Blumhouse. Man, you can't see anything in this smoke. Jeez. The lighting is really cool in here. This was the exit for Major Sweets, right over there. Yay, we found Megan. All right, another scare zone. I have no idea what this one is. I think this one is Torture Fair. I think that's what this one is called. I have no idea. Whoa, This was where the hippie vampires were last year. I think I like this scare zone better. This one's cool. Torture Fair. The merchandise, or at least some of it, but we got to go in the tribute store. It's Tradition, which is actually in the old location from last year. It's not in the location that the Mardi Gras one or the summer tribute store was in. It's in the old location from last year, right on the corner, right next to the Mummy. So let's take a look. Welcome everybody to the 2024 Halloween Horror Nights tribute store. I realized that rhymes. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Look at me. You know, I don't go in the tribute store for the merchandise. I go in for the theming. I mean, just look at this. Look at these details. Universal does such an amazing, amazing job. Wow, look at all this. Look at this. Look at this detail and this theming. Just immaculately done. Look how cool this is. Come on. Look at that. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when the guy stepped on the projected bug, it smashed. Detail, theming, that is what I live for. And this tribute store provides it. That is incredible. Some of the Halloween treats that they have here. Candy corn blondie, that sounds good. Ghost s'more, super duper cute. So this room is supposed to be like, I think like an abandoned subway or something. I don't really know what the theme of this tribute store is this year, but this room is definitely an abandoned subway. Look at that. That's cool. It's the checkout room. So that was the Halloween Horror Nights 2024 tribute store. I don't really know what the theme was this year. It was kind of like a hodgepodge of different things. Either way, I actually liked it better than last year. I know that a lot of people liked last year's better. Last year was cool, don't get me wrong. It was like a comic book theme last year. So, like it was, you know, the tribute store is always cool, but I think this year is better. I might have to walk through it again to actually figure out what the theme is. But, I mean, great as always. It's awesome. I still think my favorite one is the summer tribute store that just debuted a few months ago. But they always do such a great job. The theming and the detail is what I live for with these theme parks, Disney and Universal, and that tribute store never fails to deliver. It's always so great. Do I dare walk through the chainsaws? I don't know. I have the chainsaws. Look at me. I'm walking through another scare zone. I have no idea what this is. Whatever it is, the lighting is really cool. But I have no idea. I guess that was the mascot for this year, because last year was Dr. Oddfellow. I have no idea who the mascot is for this year. That was the scare zone. It was actually kind of scary. There was a lot of scare actors in there. Also, always appreciate it, Mel's Die-In. It smells very good over here. So yeah, that was that scare zone. I didn't do my research before coming to this event. I'm gonna be so honest. I'm pretty sure that was this year's mascot. I have no idea who she is. She's kind of cool though. One scare zone after the other. This is, I think, some sort of swamp scare zone. I have no idea. Yeah, this is a swamp. All right, Goblin's Feast is gonna be our next house. Look at this. Wow, so Goblin's Feast and Eternal Bloodlines are all the way back behind Men in Black. Look at this. This backstage stuff is crazy, how big this backstage queue line is. I have to admit, even if I didn't have Express tonight, it is a Thursday night. It is not that crowded at all. It is a 15-minute wait right now for the regular line for Goblin's Feast. And it was like 45 for Eternal Bloodlines, but last year I was here on Friday the 13th. Thankfully, same situation last year. I had Express, but those lines were crazy long. But tonight though, pretty good, pretty darn good. Anyway, I'll see you after Goblin's Feast. All right, just got done with Goblin's Feast. I'm already doing better than last year. Last year I only did 2 houses, and this year in one night I've already done 3, so that's good. That one's just a fun one. It doesn't really take itself too seriously. A few jump scares. Again, very well themed. It is an original house, not an IP house. Same thing with the candy one. Ghostbusters was obviously an IP. But yeah, that one was fun. I feel like that's a good starter house almost, because there weren't a ton of jump scares, and it's really not like super duper scary. It doesn't really take itself too seriously. It's just kind of funny, to be honest. A little bit of gore in certain parts, so if you're not a fan of gore, probably wouldn't recommend. But yeah, that one was pretty fun. You know, just it's a fun old time. I have no idea where I'm going next. I'm just kind of doing whatever. All right, well, we're back where we just started because I'm indecisive. I think this might be my final house for the night. I think we're gonna do Eternal Bloodlines. I'm looking forward to this one. I've heard very good things about this one. I've heard that it is the most elaborately themed out of all of them, and to me still, in general, Dueling Dragons is the most elaborately themed one that I have been in so far. So it'll be interesting to see how this one compares. This one's also an all-female cast, which is very interesting. But yeah, I think this is gonna be my last one for the night. I mean, I'm basically doubling the amount of houses that I went in compared to last year. So we're making some good progress, which is good. So I will see you after Eternal Bloodlines. Bye. And got done with Eternal Bloodlines. That one, probably the scariest one I've done tonight. Like I said, going into it, I've heard that it's the most elaborately themed, 100%. Beautiful, beautiful haunted house. It's a long one, actually, too. It's a lot longer than the others. There are a good amount of jump scares in that one, but it doesn't feel like as many because they're all fairly spread out. Yeah, that one was really, really well themed. Like, there's this room that you go in. My favorite part, there was like this room, and you go in and there's a bunch of candles that are lit, and then depending on when you time it, when you walk in, the candles will be lit, but then all of a sudden they'll like go out. It's so cool. Honestly, I don't know which one was themed better, that one or Dueling Dragons. I would definitely say they are on the same wavelength in terms of theming and detail. Phenomenally themed. It was excellent. Definitely the scariest one that I think I've done tonight, but the theming, just fantastic. It makes it all the more worth it to go in that house. So definitely go check out Eternal Bloodlines. It's kind of a Halloween Horror Nights tradition at this point. You guys know I gotta get myself a Twisted Tater. I mean, come on. HHN staple. Cheers. I also feel very obligated to try a new treat today. The mini Stay Puft S'more. Come on, look how cute that looks. We gotta get that. Look, this event only. I gotta get it. All right, target acquired. I don't know if I should describe this as cute or terrifying. It looks good though. Messy, but good. It's s'mores. You can't really go wrong with s'mores. Not as good as a Twisted Tater, but would recommend. So yes, I know I did a very brief overview, but Twisted Tater, delicious as always. And the Stay Puft S'more, good, sweet, messy, a little too much marshmallow for my liking, but still very good. So I think that's gonna wrap up the evening. Did a lot tonight, did 4 houses. I'm very proud of myself. I know I probably sound like a total loser, but me doing 4 houses compared to last year, last year was my first time at this event. I only did 2 houses last year. Doing 4 in one night, I'm proud of myself. So I'm gonna give myself a pat on the shoulder for that. We did all the scare zones. We took a look at the tribute store, merchandise, tried some food. Overall, pretty successful night, I'd say. See you later, Halloween Horror Nights 2024. It's been fun, but I will be back. Not on camera, but I will be back. All right, everybody. Well, we have the Halloween Horror Nights arch behind me, and that was great. That was a lot of fun. I went in double the houses than I went in last year. I'm proud of myself for doing that. And, you know, we went through all the scare zones. Super duper fun event. Is it better than last year's? I don't really think that I can answer that. I only went to last year's event once. I loved last year's event. I will more than likely be going to this one quite a few more times. So I don't really think that I can say if this year's event is better, considering that I did go in more houses and I just spent a longer time here overall. The event lasts until 2 a.m. It's currently 11:15, so it's actually not super duper late. But Express Pass was super awesome to have, but even if I didn't have it for a Thursday night, not bad at all. All the houses were like 45 minutes or less for the regular posted wait time, so pretty darn good. Nightmare Fuel was great. Tribute Store was great. All the houses that I went in was great. Just a super duper fun event. And if you're debating on going, trust me when I say this, it is such a fun event. It is worth every penny. It is worth your while. Just come here just once, even if you only go in one house or you don't go in any houses and you're just here to enjoy the ambiance. It's such a fun event. I am not really one for scary things or for horror, but I can't stress enough. I know it sounds redundant. It's such a fun event. and I'd highly recommend it. I really, really would. But again, that's gonna wrap up this video. My name is Bobby. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, turn those notifications on. Check me out on Instagram as well. The link is down below. And what about you? When do you plan on coming to Halloween Horror Nights 2024? Hopefully sometime soon. It is early September at the time that I'm filming this, so you have plenty of time to make your way over here. But that's gonna wrap up this video. My name is Bobby. This has been Halloween Horror Nights 2024 from It's a Small Vlog. Have a not magical day. Have a scary day, everybody. I don't know. Have a scary day, everybody. Bye.